and we are go! And Anthony 2 gets away. Sweet Crown challenging Yosemite Flying in the turn 1, but both Red Bull drivers get away clean. Yosemite Flying going a little wide, but it's not too much mayhem actually into the first turn as a few drivers drop positions. And it looks to be also, oh no, there is big contact in the back, and there's a huge bunch of drivers making contact. They're all going 2 wide, 3 wide. There's huge carnage down the rest of the grid as many of the drivers are separated by just hundredths of a second. This is very close from the back of the grid. However, it's Sweet Crown 19 who's still in 3rd position behind Yosemite Flying, but chasing him down now, going down the straight. It looks to be somebody's out of the race already. Iconic Q has left the session as there's damage on his car, and yes, half the front wing is gone. Iconic Q again has left another session. He was furious with how that went as Albico was crashed. A crash for Albico, and look at that, he crashed into the retaining wall, and he's out of this race. And look how much Anthony 82 has flown away from Yosemite Flying. He's 2.7 seconds behind him, but now lap 3 of this race, DRS activated, and is he already going to make a move on the inside on turn 1? No, he's not, but going 2 wide is Yosemite Flying, and now Sweet Crown 19 will get a better run. Is he going to try to make a move on the inside? No, he still slots behind Yosemite Flying. As now they're going side by side still, and now going on the inside of Yosemite Flying. The move might be made before the DRS zone, and yes it is. Sweet Crown 19 moves in the 2nd position, but Yosemite Flying will have DRS in the next DRS zone. But nevertheless, the move is made. Fly By Night gets ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is still battling Fly By Night, and they actually touch side by side. Fly By Night is having troubles with that AI driver. They're still going side by side, and Lewis Hamilton now trying to overtake Fly By Night, and they're going through the turns still side by side. This is some fantastic racing. Now the switchback maneuver, Fly By Night going on the inside of the carousel, and he gets ahead of him, and he tries to push off Lewis Hamilton, but now Lewis Hamilton still gets ahead of Fly By Night. And Fly By Night is having big troubles with Lewis Hamilton right now. Oh, he almost goes into the back of him. And he stays ahead of Fly By Night, but now DRS activated. German and Josh 2 are watching very patiently as this move gets made, and Fly By Night does in fact get ahead of Lewis Hamilton. And now there's a big squabble as German and Josh 2 get ahead of Lewis Hamilton respectively as well. Lewis Hamilton loses out as Josh 2 gets ahead of German, and he goes in the 6th position. German slots behind that driver as well. And now we're looking at Voodoo 52, who is chasing down Lewis Hamilton for that position as well. Is he going to make a move on the inside? No, a little bit too far back, as now Speed Kills 3 goes into the pits, and Yosemite Flying is also into the pits. And he puts on the medium compound tire. As Fly By Night gets overtaken by Josh 2 around the hairpin, but Fly By Night is going to pull he does try to pull alongside Josh 2, but it doesn't happen. As now, is Fly By Night going to make a move on the inside? No, he slots behind him still. As into the pits is Lewis Hamilton, and so is German. But German is going to have a really slow pit stop as he has to repair his front wing. This promotes Yosemite Flying into 6th position. As Fly By Night is challenging Josh 2 going into turn 1 on the hairpin. He makes the move done. Is there going to be a switchback? No, Josh 2 doesn't get that angle on him. And now Fly By Night promotes himself into the podium. Josh 2 behind him now. Will he make another challenge for that position? We'll have to wait and see. It looked, oh no, it is Anthony 82 is into the pits. So that was the move made. Anthony 82 pits. And he puts on the medium compound tire. How much longer, we won't know. And now they're still battling as Josh 2 gets an inside move from Fly By Night, and Josh 2 gets a warning for multiple warnings for cutting the corner. He's going side by side with Fly By Night. He's going to make a move on the inside as, oh, he has to go off track a little bit. Fly By Night covering the position very well. Nothing unfair, but he does have to go off track a little bit, cut the corner slightly, but it's nothing too bad. He tries to go around the outside on that turn. That would have been a really hard move to make. This is a titanic battle for 2nd position. Josh 2, and oh no, Josh 2 goes off the track and he is spun. And now Anthony 82 will go past. Yosemite Flying now is coming up there. And is he going to get past Josh 2? And no. But Josh 2 will have to pit, and Josh 2 does pit. He goes right into the pits. He pulled a Lewis Hamilton and just dove in. And Yosemite Flying will now coast ahead of Josh 2, and they take 3rd and 4th position. But Fly By Night is going to breathe a little bit more in this race, but ultimately he's going to have to battle Anthony 82. Anthony 82 in the Red Bull, the Toro Rosso, the sister car, Fly By Night. Now, slipstream in, DRS activated, a better exit out of that turn. Fly By Night will do his best to defend, but it is going to be no good for Fly By Night. He just slots behind Anthony 82. As now, look at that Voodoo 52 going too wide on turns. He's running up on the grass, and Fluffinutta is going to be all over him now going into turn 1. And this is going to be an easy move made, I think, for the Renault driver in the DRS. And a move made on the inside. No, Voodoo 52 actually cuts across him. And this is a little bit dodgy racing right now from Voodoo 52. But I think it's going to be futile. As DRS activated, Renault E-Tech on the back of that back wing. Fluffinutta is going to cruise past Voodoo 52, I think, into the hairpin. He's going to leave him room. But Voodoo 52 nowhere to be making a move. And oh, no, but Fluffinutta goes too wide in the hairpin, and now it's going to be Voodoo 52 who's back in the slipstream, and that's not going to help that whatsoever. He's in 9th position right now, but he might be dropping back to 10th. Let's see, is Josh 2 going to be able to make a move on Speed Kills 3? Yes, DRS activated. This should be pretty easy. He puts in an overtake now. The straight line speed is going to be much better for that Williams driver, as he's going to make a move on the inside on Speed Kills, and he just makes the move done and does it easy. A very good overtake for Josh 2 on Speed Kills 3 into 5th position in this race. But Speed Kills 3 is going to challenge on the inside of Josh 2, and he's going to push Josh 2 off the track a little, but now the Williams driver still getting ahead of him, but a better exit out of that turn for Speed Kills 3. It looks like he's going to go for on the move on the inside, and they're going side by side flat through that turn, but now Speed Kills gets ahead of him into the carousel turn. The Williams driver of Josh 2 going on the inside, and this is going to be a hard move to make. They're still going side by side, and no, Speed Kills finally just says, "Be gone with you, Josh 2," and he makes the move happen, but Josh 2 will be back in DRS zone. He's going to activate DRS. And going into turn 1, Speed Kills and Josh 2 are very close in battling right now, and they're behind Flip Flop Fish. Overtake is made. That's going to cost Speed Kills some time, though, as now Josh 2 going to try to make a move around the outside. He's on the hard compound tire, which is amazing to see that this battle is even happening, as now Speed Kills gets a bad exit out of that turn. Josh 2 gets a better exit, and he's going to have DRS. The straight line speed should be easy. Josh 2 gets the position. Is there going to be a battle from Speed Kills 3 on the inside? Yes, there is. He goes very deep into the corner, though, and Josh 2 takes the position as Speed Kills 3 gets back onto the track. He's still behind Josh 2, but he went way too wide, way too deep into the corner, tried to make a move that really wasn't reasonable. Sweet Crown 19, though, is only half a second behind Anthony 8291. Slipstream is in there. DRS activated. Is he going to make a move in the hairpin? And yes, he is. Late breaking Sweet Crown 19. Anthony 82 is around the outside of Sweet Crown, our championship leaders at the moment, battling right now for position. As now going through the turn flat out, there's going to be a move made by Sweet Crown. No, covering it off. Voodoo 52 gets hit with a 3-second time penalty. Anthony 82 is going through the turn. Sweet Crown 19 was within 3/10, now 2/10. And this is getting really close together again, as now Sweet Crown 19, will he make a move on the carousel turn? No, he doesn't. But Anthony 82 keeps ahead of Sweet Crown 19, and this is getting really serious for the top position. He hasn't made a move, he hasn't made a pit stop, Sweet Crown 19, just yet. He doesn't technically have to make a pit stop. He started on the mediums, so he would be able to go to the end of the race starting on that harder compound, but that's just unfeasible at the moment with the kind of tire wear you're going to see. But Sweet Crown 19 making a great exit out of turn 1, and making a move around the outside. Is it going to happen? And yes, it is. Sweet Crown 19 gets the move done. Is he going to have DRS? Who's going to have DRS? No, it is going to be Anthony 82 with DRS down the straight, putting in an overtake. He's going side by side of Sweet Crown 19 down the DRS zone. Now going into the hairpin. Is it going to be a move around the outside for Anthony 82? And yes, it is a move around the outside, but Sweet Crown closes it off. But still in that slipstream, Anthony 82 now going to go through Sector 1 turn flat out through there. And is there going to be a move made on the inside or the outside? No, Anthony 82 stays behind him in that position. But Sweet Crown 19 takes the lead of the race again. Second position, though, is now Fly By Night is going to make a move on the inside at the hairpin. And And oh, there's a little bit of contact. Off the track, though, goes You See Me Flying, as Fly By Night gets in the 4th position ahead of You See Me Flying. But now Anthony 82 is closer and closer again. And now Anthony 82 is the one who goes into the pits. That is interesting. So is Anthony 82 going for an undercut? And now Josh 2 trying to go around the outside of Fly By Night, now on the inside. Nope, still on the outside technically. And is he going to make a move on this flat turn into Sector 3? No, he's not. But Josh 2 is slopped behind Fly By Night. You See Me Flying is 20 seconds behind. Something must have happened because he is really dropping behind the rest of the grid now. He is 20 seconds behind Josh 2. Down the straight as Speed Kills 3 looking to make a move on the hairpin after that DRS overtake, and Speed Kills 3 goes a little wide on the turn, but he does in fact get ahead of German. Voodoo 52 gets hit with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, but German getting challenging now. Speed Kills 3 for 6th position. He doesn't make it happen though. They are very close together as German right on the... oh, look at that. There's a side-by-side move. Big-time exit for German as he goes wide on the gravel, and he doesn't make a move happen. It would have been risky. And oh, he goes right into the back of Speed Kills, and he really misses the braking zone. Speed Kills 3 keeps the position. German, though, surprisingly doesn't have any front wing damage. That's interesting. You'd have to have at least some sort of front wing damage, but Lewis Hamilton, who's seen the squabble happen, is going to be all over German. There was big contact, but Speed Kills 3 almost had his race ran away from him as German really lost it in the brakes. But will he make a switchback? And he does make a switchback. He's on the inside of German. They're side by side, but he has to slop behind German regardless. As now Speed Kills 3. Will he make a move on the inside? He does make a move. It's a dive bomb move, and he bumps German into the corner. It's a dive bomb, and it worked. But German must be furious now as he's going to try to make a move around the inside into the turn again. And no, he does push a little bit. And now into the carousel. German really braking hard, braking late as German and Speed Kills 3 scrapping the paint off each other. They're going through the penultimate turn and then around the final turn as he's going to push. No, both drivers going wide. Speed Kills 3, though, is going a little wide too as German back into the slipstream. He goes onto the straight and he's going to overtake Speed Kills again. Speed Kills is now going to get challenged by Lewis Hamilton. Fly By Night has made a move again with Josh 2. They're side by side as well going into the turn. And this is awesome racing from the back of the grid to the front of the grid as now Fly By Night and Josh 2 getting very close, and Josh 2 is still on the outside, and finally Fly By Night gets ahead of him again. 82 actually goes into the pits. He has to go into the pits. He sits on the soft compound tire in the dying laps of this race. Sweet Crown 19 takes the lead of the race again. He's also on the softs, but he must be on used softs. I think they're both trying to set fastest laps. Anthony 82, I think, might be okay not to take the race win. Might want to get fastest lap of this race. We'll have to wait and see. As Josh 2, though, on the inside into the hairpin. Fly By Night's going to try to make a move around the outside, switching back, and no, slots behind Josh 2, and now Josh 2 is using up that ERS a lot more. Fluffinutta gets ahead of You See Me Flying, but You See Me Flying now on the inside of the hairpin, and they're going side by side as well. These racers have been really hoping to battle in this season so far. They're going side by side, flat through the turn, as Fluffinutta kind of squeezes You See Me Flying off the track a little bit and gets the position. But with penalties, I think it might be a little futile for You See Me Flying to be making this battle at the moment. But now, and oh, there's big contact, and who was that? Fly By Night got into trouble with one of the back markers. He's got damage, and now Josh 2 gets ahead of Fly By Night, and that was unfortunate. The gap is only 1.5 seconds now. It's really dropping down, but I don't think there's going to be enough time. There's not enough corners to go, as he's in one ERS. He's really struggling. He might have tried to make a move, but it didn't happen, and Sweet Crown 19 is going to come around the final few turns. It's going to drop under a second. Anthony 82 did all he could, but it's not going to happen. Sweet Crown 19 is going to win the German Grand Prix. Anthony 82 finishes behind him by just 0.6 of a second. And there is Sweet Crown 19 in his Alfa Romeo suit. Anthony82 is rival in this championship in second, and Josh 2 again with another podium. Really putting on a challenge to be a top driver in this series, as now Champagne Fly Sweet Crown 19 topples Anthony82 once again. It's been non-stop action. It's been a stellar German Grand Prix from start to finish. Josh 2 getting another podium position. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching this race. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe to Worldwide Sim Racing for more content. And my driver of the day, I think, was Josh 2. He had an absolutely fantastic race. So I think it's good to say that the driver of the day might be Josh 2. And that was an amazing race, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. This is Worldwide Sim Racing. Thank you very much, and have a great night.